my name is Ellie, and today I want to do a giveaway to my subscribers. So in a recent Instagram post, I have asked my followers who wants to get a free Instagram audit. We were talking about the first training, which was where I shared the 6 steps to optimize an Instagram profile. And just to make it even better, I decided to give 5 free audits, meaning I will select 5 Instagram accounts and I will give them a free audit. So today, let's get into it. So the important thing with Instagram profile, if you're using it for marketing, you really want to make sure you attract the right audience. So it's not just about your followers hitting 10,000 followers, hitting 20,000 followers. It's about who actually follows you. So the quality of the followers, it's super important, especially if you're planning to make a sale, if you're planning to grow a community. So it all depends on what is your goal. But yes, followers are important, but what's more important, I would say, is how to attract the right people. For example, if let's say I have a pet shop, right? I have an Instagram page and I want to attract pet owners, right? Pet lovers, and anyone who is like interested to buy products for pets, right? So I'm not interested in, let's say, people who are looking for cars, people who are looking for Instagram models, people who are looking for travel tips, right? So I want to make sure I attract the right people who either have a cat, a dog, a mouse, or, you know, a pet, right? That is a keyword. So how do I do that? And how do you know that your Instagram profile actually helps to filter these people, the good quality people that are going to become your customers or have potential to become your customers, from those people who are just there, not really sure what they're doing, right? So for that, you need to do an audit. So similar when you're doing an accounting audit, right? So you need a third party like me or another Instagram marketer or a strategist to look at your Instagram profile and basically tell you, what are you doing right, what are you doing wrong, and what can you improve, right? So here's a few things that you need to do an Instagram audit. First of all, you need an Instagram profile. It can be your profile or you can audit someone else's profile like I'm doing now. So you don't have to be the owner of the profile to be able to do this audit. Anyone can do it. As long as you have a checklist. A checklist is a template. Basically, it's a simple template with a list of things that you need to look at, and then you tick off if your account is following that step, or you just leave it blank if the profile doesn't have that. For example, do you have a profile picture? Tick yes if you have, no if you don't, right? So besides this analytic checklist, you also need analytics tools. So there are a lot of tools in the market that can help you out. At the end of this video, I'm going to share a list of 8 of my favorite tools that I use to audit Instagram accounts. So these are actually websites that are free to use. You just need to key in a person's username and they will generate some statistics, some charts, and some data that it's going to be really useful for you, especially if you don't own the profile and you cannot see the insights. So in my previous training here on Facebook and on YouTube, that is now I also posted it, I mentioned these are the 6 steps that I look at in order to optimize an Instagram profile. So the first one is your niche. The second one is your profile picture, username, name, your bio section, and your call to action. So all these 6 steps, if you want to know more details, go and watch my previous training where I explain in details what each of these steps mean and how to optimize them. So today, this is my checklist. So this is my audit checklist, and I'm going to look at 5 different Instagram accounts, and I'm going to help you all to optimize your Instagram based on these 6 items. So let's look at the first profile. So the first profile is actually a profile of a travel blogger. So your niche and your industry really depends. Whether you're a business owner, you're selling products, or you're an influencer, right? You're a blogger. It's all have to be quite different. So Here I chose 5 different accounts that are quite different from each other, so I can give you tips. Like if you are one of them, for example, if you are a travel blogger, maybe these tips apply for you. If you're a business owner, then maybe other tips will apply for you, right? So the first one is a Singaporean abroad. Let's look at the niche. First of all, I have already ticked here that she has a clear niche. So what is a clear niche means? Whenever you look at this profile for the first time in the 3 seconds, can you tell what she's doing? So yes, I can tell everything it's related to travel. The keyword here is halal travel, right? You can see the word written in her bio, in her name section. Like it's quite clear that this profile is all about travel. Number 2, let's look at your profile picture. So if you watch my previous training, I mentioned that your profile picture, a good profile picture has to be either a logo or a picture of your face smiling. Now here, this is quite different because she's a travel influencer or travel blogger, right? So for her, it's okay to have the background of a different city in her profile picture, right? Because it's all about that. So I think in this situation, it works. But if you are a business owner, put your logo or your face, right? A headshot of your face. Now, the name section is actually right here. So the name section, it's her name, actual name, and then a keyword. Her industry keyword, this is very important. So people searching for halal travel, let's say you want to go here on Instagram and you search for halal travel, her profile will come out. But if you want to search for travel blogger, her profile will not come out because she doesn't use the word blogger anyway. So my tip here, if you want to improve your SEO searchability, I think you should use like the word blogger somewhere if that's what you want to be known as, because travel is quite general. But anyway, it's good to have the industry keyword so you still pass the test. Now let's look at the username. Username is a Singaporean abroad. It's similar, it's something really descriptive. I believe she has a blog that has the same name, so that's fine as long as you use the word of your website or your blog, your business name, that should be fine. It doesn't have weird characters. It's not difficult to read. It's a good username. Now let's look at the bio. Here I'm very curious. So the bio section is this section right here, starting from digital creator until the link, right? So in the bio section, you need to answer 3 questions for your followers as simple as possible. So who you are. Can we tell who she is? Yes, we can tell. She says she's a Singaporean Malay cabin crew. What does she do? Second question, sharing Muslim narrative through travel, right? That's really clear. So the first 2 points are really good. But the last question that this profile doesn't really answer directly within the first 3 seconds is, why should anyone follow you? Now, you can say that by looking at her pictures, people can tell, oh yeah, she has nice pictures, she goes to nice places, she goes to Bali, I want to follow her. But there's no clear why, right? She didn't really specify like, follow me for, or I teach you how to travel, I show you the, something. So not everyone will understand this. And then because there might be a confusion, why should I follow you? I think it's important for you to give a clear reason why people should follow you. And this one is also related to your call to action. So there is no call to action here. Like, what should people expect when they click on your link? It's good that you have a link, you have a customized link, but what should people expect, right? You need to have an arrow down. I mean, this is my suggestion. Please don't take it take it with a grain of salt. It's just me trying to help you. I'm coming from a good place. I'm not trying to say you're doing everything wrong. No way. You're really doing a great job being with your content, with everything. So I'm just saying that in order to optimize it, you could add an arrow and a call to action, asking people why to follow you. So what can they get if they click on the link? Like people nowadays, I feel they're not so easily fooled to click on our link. So you really need to tell them more tips, more blogs, read my blog. You know, you have to have something there that people really know what to expect by clicking on the link, right? Now, the second profile, let's move on. By the way, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section. I will reply them at the end of this video. Let me see if you have written anything. Yeah, no comments so far. So yeah, let's keep going. So the next profile is a social media manager. So basically she's doing similar things to what I'm doing. I'm also a social media marketer, and it's interesting to look at this profile. So if you're someone who wants to start offering social media services or marketing, then you can use this as an example. So the first thing that I look at is, does this profile have a clear niche? Yes. So why I said yes, it's because when you look at the profile image, at the settings, you look at the highlights, you look at the content, you see that this person is talking about something specific. So what she's talking about, mostly it's about Facebook ads, social media ads, you know, social media marketing, but mostly focusing on Facebook ads. So as long as the content is related to what you write in your bio and, you know, your username is clear, everything builds to a clear niche. So once you have a clear niche, this is a really good starting point to set up your profile for more growth, right? So people interested in social media marketing, if they come across this profile, they are more likely to follow it than if it had random images of cats, dogs, and everything else under the sun. So the second part of this audit is looking at the profile picture. She has a really good profile picture. She is smiling. It really pops up, right? So it's very well done. And especially if you post a picture of your face, people are more likely to build trust with you rather than looking at a stationary logo or a picture of a tree, right? So it's really important to show who is running the brand. The third part is the name section. So looking at this section, she has done very well. She wrote her name. Her name is Akshaya, but she wrote a shorter name because I believe the characters are too long, so she cannot write her keyword. So then comes the industry keyword, which is Facebook ads for e-com. So when people go to Instagram and search Facebook ads, this profile will pop up because this part here is searchable. So the next part is the username. The username, you can see it's clear. There's no numbers, there are no gaps, there's no dots. It's super easy to read and it's related to her industry. The fifth aspect is the bio. Let's see. How does she answer? Who is this person? Do we know who is this person? Yes, we know because her name is here. Ash, Facebook ads for e-com. So she is a Facebook ad specialist. Then we need to look at what does she do, okay? Facebook ads, we can see social media management, one-on-one coaching, right? So it answers clearly what is her services and what she's doing here, right? She's not here to post about cats and dogs. And the third question, why should anyone follow you? Here, she wrote a really good statement. She said, I help fashion, beauty, business owners to grow their business on social media and increase sales. So this is a really good example that you really specify who you want to come and follow you. I don't want cat and dog owners to come and follow me. I want people who are interested in fashion, beauty, business owners, you know, who want to grow their business. So this is a really good example of a bio, I would say, from what I've seen on Instagram, really well done. Now, the sixth aspect is the call to action. Now, the call to action here, we have a link. So after people come to your bio, you want to sell them something, so you need to get them to click on your link. That's the most important part of your whole Instagram strategy, clicking on that link. So Here she has a very simple finger pointing work with me, and then she has a custom link in her bio. This is really good. It's very simple. You can just click work with me or email me, or you need to have something, right? What do you want the person to do after they come to your profile, right? If you don't ask, a lot of them are going to just leave, right? So don't leave your link blanks. So now let's go to the third profile today. So for the third profile, I have chosen a different kind of business. So this is a small business. It's actually a medical center. So this is quite different from what you have seen. We have seen a profile of a travel blogger. We have seen a social media manager profile, and now we're looking at a hospital business. So if you're a doctor or work in healthcare, you have a small healthcare business, clinic, I think this is a good example for you to follow. So let's look at the niche. Do they have a clear niche? Can we tell what is this account about within the first 2 seconds? Definitely yes, because looking at the profile picture, looking at the bio, looking at the content, you can clearly say that they are branded as a medical center. They use the right colors, they use the right keywords, they even write medical center there. So that's right. For anyone who's looking for a medical center, you know this, what this is, if this profile is, you'll come to the right place. Now let's look at the profile picture. This is great. They have a picture of their logo. The name section, here they have their HSC Medical Center, which is the same thing as their logo. But I would also add another keyword. For example, when people search for a medical center, they're not just going to key in, medical center, right? So you have to think like your customer. If you're based in KL, I think it's really good to put your location. Wherever you're based, medical center, and then you have to write New York or Vienna or wherever you're based, because people are usually looking medical center around me, right? They're not interested to see a medical center in Budapest if I'm based in London, right? So yeah, I think that can be slightly optimized by putting the word KL or whichever location you're at. Yeah, so we've done username, it's all great, HSC Health, clear, short, easy to remember, easy to type. Bio, now let's look at, do they tell who they are? Yes, we can tell they're medical center. What they do, we can say one-stop health screening club, heart expertise, right? And why should anyone follow you? They have their clear call to action that tells you should follow them if you want to take control of your health for you and your family. So it's like a family center, medical center, and yeah, I think it's really good, their bio. It's clear and it answers all the questions that someone has. Call to action, again, really good. They have their own link tree, I can see. So well done. Now let's go to the fourth profile. So as I mentioned, I'm only going to do 5 profile audits. And after that, I will take some questions from my audience. So let's go to the fourth profile. Now, fourth profile is, let's see, what do they are? Can you all tell me what this account does from the first look at the Instagram profile? Let's see. Is anyone able to tell me? Write it in the comments if you can see. Okay, so if you answered that they are carpet cleaning or sofa cleaning company, then you are right. So their content really shows, demonstrates how it's all about carpets, and they're showing before and after of cleaning carpets. So yeah, I think they have a clear niche, and you can tell you're on this kind of page when you come on their page. The content is related, it's branded. Now let's look at the profile picture. Again, it's a logo, it works in this sense, but my only comment would be that if you change the font to white, because this is a dark blue and black, so it doesn't really pop out when you see the Instagram logo for the first time. So yeah, my only comment would be to just make it more bold and striking. I would just change the font to white, but it's still fine if that's your logo. The name section. So here at the name section, I can see that they have keywords. They have carpet, tilam, and sofa. And I believe that this word means cleaning. Yeah, so the name section, it's fine. It's optimized, right? If anyone searches for sofa or whatever, cleaning, they're going to come across your profile. The only thing I don't see is the location. So I think maybe you should have somewhere listed your location. Yeah, which city, which township, right? Because people are not willing to drive from a different state to have their carpets washed. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, username is short, sweet, good, related. Bio, who you are, what you do, and why should anyone follow you. Let's say, can we answer this? Who they are, definitely we can tell they're a carpet cleaning company. What they do, obviously, they clean carpets and fabrics. They also mention here, they are the Malaysia's #1 fabric cleaning professionals. That's great. Now, why should anyone follow you? Like, why? This is missing from your profile, so you have to tell, people why to follow you. What's in there for them? Are you doing giveaways? Are you doing promotions? Are you sharing tips? What are you doing, right? Why? What's the purpose of this whole Instagram account, right? What's in for your ideal audience? Something to attract them to you. Now, you have a call to action. That's really good. The call to action has fingers pointing down to your main website. It's really good. Price list and WhatsApp, please click our website. That's the way you should do a call to action. Ask people what you want them to do, right? So get them to send you a quote. So overall, I think it's well, except for the part of adding a location and giving people, telling them why should they follow you, right? We share mattress cleaning tips, for example, right? So, or advice. And so just write that, and then your profile will be even more optimized for attracting sales. Now, the last profile that we are going to do today, it's actually a new profile. So I actually reached out to Cynthia after she submitted her profile because I wasn't sure, I mentioned that I'm only going to look at business profiles, so at business pages on Instagram. And the profile that it was submitted to me is this profile. So this to me looks like a personal profile. But then we reached out in the DMs, and then she explained to me that she is trying to convert her personal profile into a business profile. So that's all I've got from her. So I'll just try to help her, and I'll try to give you my honest feedback. So how can you take this profile from personal to a business? So first of all, you need to have a clear niche. What is your niche? When I look at this profile, I can't really tell, who you're trying to attract, or what's your ideal audience, what kind of content you're going to post, like, are you going to share tips? Like, what is this profile going to be about? What is your niche? I can see that you changed to entrepreneur, but what? Entrepreneur can be any business, right? Are you giving advice? Are you a coach? What are you trying to, to show? So you need to firstly decide on a niche, a market, a target market. If you're not sure, please check my previous video because I talked in detail on all these 6 steps on how to optimize them. The second step is your profile picture. So I would change this profile picture, if you want to be a business profile, to a headshot that shows you smiling. Not a black and white picture, not a picture of you standing really far. It's something that you are there in the front. People can look at you, can look into your eyes, and they feel they can trust you, right? The third part is your name section. So name section, now I understand that you are a personal profile and you've chosen to write your name and probably your location, right? The flag of your location. For business profiles, we also like to add a keyword, right? An industry keyword. So if your niche is entrepreneur or whatever, you need to write there, I'm a small business owner, or entrepreneur coach, Instagram marketer, you need to write your business, right? Or selling skincare, right? Skincare specialist, medical center. Right, write your industry keyword, because this is going to make your profile more searchable, right? As I explained in the previous steps. Your username, here I can't really comment. I mean, your username, it's fine. It's really good. I am Cynthia, right? So I don't think you should change this. I mean, if it's still a personal brand, like you are the one running the business, you can still keep it that way. Or eventually you can also change it to whatever your business is about, right? If you decide to do that, you have the option. So just know that Instagram allows you to change every 14 days. So if you make a mistake, you're gonna be stuck with it for 14 days. And yeah, your bio. Now here, there's not much details that you tell us. You're not even telling us like who you are, what you do, why should anyone follow you. You're just telling us you're open for business. What kind of business, right? So let people know, don't let people guess. So your bio needs to answer people's questions, not to raise even more questions, right? So think of answering this: who you are, what you do, why should anyone follow you? A key benefit to anyone who follows you, right? Follow me to learn this, or I'm helping you to grow your business, right? You need to say what you offer. A call to action, again, I don't see a call to action here. For business profiles or for any optimized profiles, even your personal brand, you need to have a call to action. You can check out, again, my previous video to find out what you can actually write there in your URL if you're not sure, but don't leave it blank. This is a huge mistake, and you're missing out so much by leaving it blank, because that's your only part that people from Instagram can click and bring them out of Instagram, sell them something outside, right? So don't leave it blank, right? Otherwise you're stuck with, your audience being on Instagram. And yeah, so that summarizes my 5 Instagram audits. I had to go very quickly because we're running out of time, and I really wanted to give you my inputs and help as many of you optimize your profile. So if I have given you a comment, it doesn't mean that you're doing something wrong. I just want to help you, be better.